Before using the structure sensor, make sure you have followed the directions outlined in the Setting Up the Structure Sensor video, and make sure that the structure sensor is fully charged. For the best quality scan, follow these general guidelines. Stand about 2 feet away from the surface to be scanned. Make sure that you have an unimpeded 360-degree path around the surface to be scanned so that you may capture an entire scan easily. Place the patient at a standard tabletop height to allow for the best combination of scanning quality and ease, and use the structure sensor indoors or outside of direct sunlight. Begin by tapping the Omega Scan app icon on the iPad. The app opens to the File Management screen. Tap the plus icon in the upper right corner, and the Scan Details screen appears. Tap the Patient ID field. Use the keyboard to type a patient identifier for the scan. If desired, you may also enter a short description and notes for the scan. Tap the camera icon to start the scanning process. The outline of a large cube appears on the screen. This transparent cube shows what will be captured in the scan. Hold the iPad about 2 feet away from the limb, parallel to the medial or lateral side, then center the limb within the cube. The goal is to have the limb on the screen covered in orange, with the cube just a bit larger than the limb. A cube that is too small won't capture the entire limb, and a cube that is too large will capture too much data, resulting in a low-quality scan. If the cube is too large or too small, use the pinch gesture on the iPad screen to resize the cube. You may also try to move closer to or farther away from the limb. Here we see a cube that is the correct size for the limb. If you want to go back to the Scan Details screen, tap the X in the upper right corner. When you're ready to start scanning, tap the Scan button on the screen. The shape on the screen will be covered in white as it is scanned. Once the scan has started, you do not have to hold the iPad parallel to the limb. Move around the limb to capture the entire surface so that the limb on the screen is entirely covered in white. If you see error messages on the screen, adjust the position of the structure sensor until the message disappears. If you make a mistake during your scan, or if you notice that there is a hole in the model, you can tap the Reset button with the circular arrow on it to restart your scan. To view your scan, tap the Done button. The scan will appear on the screen. Drag your finger across the screen to view the scan from various angles. You may also edit the Patient ID, Short Description, and Notes fields if desired. If you are not satisfied with the scan, click the camera icon to initiate a new scan. But if you're ready to email the scan, tap Send. An email window appears with the scan file attached as an OBJ file. In the To field, type an email address that you can access from your Omega computer. Tap the arrow to send the email. The scan will then appear in the File Management screen, along with the time and date at which it was sent. You may use the tabs at the top of the screen to view all of the files, or just the unsent or sent files. If you are looking for scans of a particular patient, you can use the Search field to search for files by entering the patient ID. You can also tap Sort By in the upper left corner to display the files on screen by scan date, send date, or in alphabetical order. To start a new scan, click the plus icon in the upper right corner. To delete a scan, find the row containing that scan and slide the row to the right. Thanks for watching, and please let us know if you have any questions about the use of the structure sensor.